Couple of riders say INEC reviews of party rules as new Electoral Act sparks regulatory overhaul. Amokwiton says network glitches, others hampered real-time e-transmission of FCT polls. PDP ADC kick-off e-registration, APC malls deadline extension. That's on the front page of the Punch this morning. Right to the Tribune newspaper today. Nigerians divided over opposition's rejection of new Electoral Act. It's too late in the day, 𝐂𝐈𝐒 they are crying when the head is off, says APC. Right thing must be done, that's according to the NMPP. Turaki-led PDP sets 3-week deadline to complete digital register. We're focused on congruences, that's according to the Wike-backed PDP faction. LP concerned with grassroots mobilization for now, says Nanadi Usman, front page of the Tribune today. Real-time result transmission. What we learned from FCT polls, INEC chairman. Commission to conduct mock presidential elections. US-Israeli-Iran war. Escalation may increase fuel prices, manufacturing costs. That's according to a warning from CPPE, front page of the Tribune today. How conflict reshaped Middle East shook global order. Iran retaliation strikes Israel, Dubai, Doha, Kuwait and Bahrain. Destroys airport, ports block Strait of Hormuz. Nigeria police on red alert as IGP reassures of sustained security in the country. Those are the riders to that story on the front page of the Tribune today. A 13 bank with last-minute mergers, private placement and foreign partnership options. Recapitalization should deliver 8 to 10% of GDP growth annually, says Adebanjo. And finally, power sector debt to GENCOs may hit 8.8 trillion by the end of 2028. Front page of the Tribune today. All right, let's go to the Guardian newspaper now. Lead story there. Tinubu poisoning allegation video fabricated, says presidency. Osun APC endorses Tinubu based on performance and vision. That's 𝐒𝐻𝐈𝐒. Middle East crisis. Pope urges calm as Nigeria-led citizens in Kuwait. NICOM PBEC target faster approvals to boost sector's growth. Recapitalization lift finance insurance sector's growth by 14.54%. Dutch attacker wants to represent Nigeria. That's on the sports side of things on the front page of the Guardian today. Advocacy Foundation sues National Assembly over secretive budget. 6 years after, NCAT's $21 million simulator remains inactive. Serap wants Google, others probe for undermining citizens' rights and businesses. That's also coming from the Guardian today. Tinubu wife celebrates Adeboye at 84, lauds his spiritual impact on Nigeria. Police apprehend suspected illegal ammunition traffickers in Oyo. Journalists escape accident in Gombe. From the business side, NGX Group posts 22.9 billion naira revenue, declares £3 dividend. That's on the front page of the Guardian today. Quickly from the Guardian, let's move on to the Daily Trust this morning. The Daily Post, I should say, this morning. Front page of the Daily Post. Lagos residents groan as tenants pay millions for substandard housing. We may not achieve 100% perfect election for now, says INEC. Front page of the Daily Post today. EPL Man United captain Bruno Fernandes overtakes David Beckham's record. That's on the sports side of things from the Daily Post today. Nobody should trust INEC. Deployment of technology, says Sam Amadi. INEC calls for simple language version of Electoral Act. The federal government not lacking direction. APC replies David Mark and the ADC. Don't demonize and undermine Nigeria's democracy. Okechukwu wants opposition members on the front page of the Daily Post today. Let's take our first commercial break of the morning. When we get back, we'll be joining our analysts to break down the headlines across the dailies today. Do stay with us.
Stay tuned to 32 FM 94.9.
This Ramadan, emotions ignite.
rival sisters overcome pride? Will a defiant daughter find forgiveness? Can a bride's faith save her husband? A businessman rediscovers family. An influencer chooses between friends and fame. A single mom discovers even strength needs support.
6 stories, 30 days. Faith, family, friendship, food, forgiveness. Tales of Ramadan Season 2. Catch every dramatic moment on TV and digital. This Ramadan, Maggie turns up the heat.
Me and Maggie, so good together.
Lákòókò Ramadan yìí, Kivo non-dairy creamer ń darapọ̀ mọ́ gbogbo ẹbí jákèjádò Nàìjíríà nínú àdúrà àròjinlẹ̀ àti ìrẹ́pọ̀.
Láti sàárì sí ìṣínú, ṣe àfikún adùn sí ife tíì, kọfí, custard tàbí ògì pẹ̀lú ìṣerere Kivo tó kì pọ́pọ́.
Tí oòrùn bá ti wọ̀, tí àwọn olólùfẹ́ kórajọ fún ìṣínú, jẹ́ kí àkókò kọ̀ọ̀kan ní ìtumọ̀, kó rọrùn, kó sì dùn sí i pẹ̀lú Kivo non-dairy creamer. Kivo non-dairy creamer. Jẹ́ kí Ramadan yìí jẹ́ àkókò ìṣerere.
Ẹgbẹ́ súnpì sókè. Ẹgbẹ́ súnpì sókè. Ẹni bá lọ ọyọ rí. Fún ọbẹ̀ sísè àtoríṣiríṣi oúnjẹ. Òórùn aládùn tó tún jójú gbèsè ni. Ẹ máa ju súnpì fún súnpì. Ní gbogbo ìgbà láti gbọ́njẹ yín lárugẹ. Ẹgbẹ́ súnpì sókè. Ẹgbẹ́ súnpì sókè. Ẹni bá lọ ọyọ rí. Ẹgbẹ́ súnpì sókè.
Ìsẹ̀bẹ̀ súpì wà ní adùn màlúù àti ẹdìyẹ. Ìsẹ̀bẹ̀ súpì ìtọ́wò ládùn ọbẹ̀. Oyin Industries Limited ló ṣe.
They say the heart speaks loudest in Ramadan. But sometimes the heart just needs a little courage to say, I am here for you. Because in this month, sharing isn't only about food. It's about offering strength when someone's running low and kindness when someone least expects it.
Oh, Aisha, thank you so much.
And just like that, a simple act becomes a moment you both remember. This Ramadan, don't just give, connect, share more than meals, share moments. Ramadan Kareem from Hollandia. Stay ahead with Dairy Power. This Ramadan, emotions ignite. Can rival sisters overcome pride? Will a defiant daughter find forgiveness? Can a bride's faith save her husband? A businessman rediscovers family. An influencer chooses between friends and fame. A single mom discovers even strength needs support.
6 stories, 30 days. Faith, family, friendship, food, forgiveness. Tales of Ramadan Season 2. Catch every dramatic moment on TV and digital. This Ramadan, Maggie turns up the heat.
Me and Maggie, so good together.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Yes.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids Milo 3-in-1, milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! Omo, tonight na my night. I go clear the table. Red, black, red, 0. I don't crack the code. No joke.
The only thing where you feel crack, now jokes.
They play.
Make we bet. Win big on Betano Casino. Enjoy more than 5,000 slots on Aviator and mega jackpots every day. Download the Betano app on Google Play or Apple Store or visit betano.ng to start playing. Only for persons above 18. Bet responsibly. Terms and conditions apply. Betano.
Wọ́n sọ pé ọkàn ẹni la fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ jùlọ ní oṣù Ramadan. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà mìíràn, ọkàn ẹni nílò ìgboyà díẹ̀ láti sọ pé mo wà fún ọ nítorí pé ní àsìkò yìí, ìpínfúnni kò ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú oúnjẹ nìkan, ó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú fífi okun fún ẹni tí agbára rẹ̀ ò tó àti ìṣoore fún ẹni tí ò retí rẹ̀.
Ó ṣeun gan ni Aisha.
bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ ni irú ìṣe yìí máa di àkókò tí ẹ̀yin méjèèjì yóò máa rántí nínú oṣù Ramadan yìí. Má kàn ṣe ìpínfúnni nìkan ṣá, ní ìbáṣepọ̀ pẹ̀lú ṣe ìpínfúnni tó ju oúnjẹ lọ, ṣe ìpínfúnni àkókò rẹ. Ramadan Kareem láti ọ̀dọ̀ Hollandia.
máa ṣáájú pẹ̀lú agbára wàrà.
32 FM 94.9.
All right, welcome back. Papers Review on 32 FM 94.9. It's time to take a look. It's time to actually join our analysts this morning to help us break down the stories making headlines across the dailies today. We have Barrister Emil Gunala with us this morning. Barrister, good morning. Good to have you, sir.
Good morning, Toba.
Good morning.
How are you?
Very well.
Wonderful Saturday we had on
Yes,
podium.
certainly. It was indeed wonderful. Well, let's...
Good morning, Nigeria.
Yeah. Let's start off the conversation with an issue of global concern right now. Although it's happening in the Middle East, it could have ripple effects on other regions of the world, as we are seeing across Kuwait, Doha in Qatar, Bahrain, and other neighboring countries of Iran. It's a major issue. That's the U.S.-Israeli Iranian conflict, which has led to the death of the Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khomeini. Of course, Khomeini has been in power since 1989 as the Supreme Leader of that country. Was previously president. Was part of the Iranian Revolution that ended the ruling of the Shah of Iran and brought in this Islamic Republic, which is dominated by Shia Muslims in that Middle Eastern country. So first of all, this is another major military onslaught under the Trump administration after we saw the how he moved in on Venezuela to arrest Nicolas Maduro. Now, a major airstrike has struck down Ayatollah Khomeini, leading to widespread reactions across the Middle East. As of this morning, Israeli and Hezbollah fighters are exchanging fire. There's also retaliatory attack by Iran on other U.S. allies in the region. But for Nigeria, there are concerns as well among energy experts and downstream operators as to how this would affect, an average citizen of the country in terms of pump price of petrol and diesel. Because based on the system we operate at the moment, if the crude oil price goes up internationally above $90 per barrel amid escalating tension between US and Iran, that could lead to, petrol prices also skyrocketing across the country as well. So as at now, petrol prices around $8.24 to $8.80, depending on where you're buying from and the city where you reside. But this is a major issue that we should be concerned about, especially given the volatility of our economy right now, Barrister.
Yes, thank you very much. The situation in the Middle East is still very, very hazy. Yes, Ayatollah Khomeini, we understand, has been killed. We also understand from reports that the one that was marked out to succeed him has also been taken out. The chief of defense is already out of the picture. There is also news spreading, unconfirmed reports, that Netanyahu himself may have been taken out. But of course it is unconfirmed. You see, what is happening around that axis is something that should make us, not necessarily happy for the fall of our brothers, but if we have the right kind of leadership, it might just be an opportunity for countries like Nigeria, countries like Angola, because the Strait of Hormuz is already blocked.
Yeah.
And that means the outflow of crude oil may be,
disrupted.
Hampered and disrupted, for some time. And that could mean another Gulf windfall for Nigeria. So we should not be looking at the pump price here. If we are making good money, because now our oil will be in high demand, especially by countries in Europe, and particularly China. You know, I have always said something, from the outset of this war. What Trump is aiming at is to frustrate China. So the war is actually between America and China. And what America is doing, they went to Venezuela, the major supplier of oil to China. And then Iran, because the quality of the Venezuelan oil, we hear, is of a very, very high quality.
Yeah.
That needs, the Iranian oil to blend it. So going to Venezuela and now to Iran is actually a war against China. But now they are wahala with that.
So this is a blessing in disguise for us. It could be a blessing in disguise.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be. It could be another oil windfall. You see, our national interest should take priority over all other interests. That is the way international politics is played. And so if there is an advantage to be taken by Nigeria, why not?
Right.
I don't want to hear this story of pump price will increase unless we have the wrong kinds of leaders. If there's more money coming in, why should we not make life better for our people? After all, the primary essence of government is the security, and particularly for this instance, the welfare of our people.
Right.
So if we make more money, our people should enjoy it.
Okay, so I'm sure that's a developing story. More updates will come in the coming days. It will still dominate discourse around the world. Well, let's still come back home now and talk about the most talked about issue in Nigeria right now. That's preparation for the 2027 elections. Going by INEC's timetable, where the first phase, that's the presidential election, will hold in January. That means we have just less than a year, actually, to that election. So there was a citizens' town hall meeting yesterday. It was aired live on major television networks across the country. It was tagged Electoral Act 2026, what it means for your vote and the 2027 election. So in attendance at that town hall was Professor Joash Amokwiton, the chairman of the electoral governing body INEC. He assured Nigerians that the commission has the capacity to actually electronically transmit election results, but cautioned that it may not be able to guarantee 100% perfect election. I mean, Barrister, is there any such thing as 100% perfect election at the end of the day, even in these advanced democracies? INEC says, well, we're going to be able to guarantee that your votes count, but we cannot guarantee 100% flawless election in 2027. What are your thoughts?
Don't mind Nigerians. There is nowhere in the world where you can achieve 100% electoral performance. All right? Not even in America, So we know these things. And one thing that has continued to bother me is why the new Electoral Act should generate this much controversy. And I have a question for those who are leading it. Peradventure, we go to the election petition tribunals. Those who are advocating for electronically transmitted results, are they saying that Form EC8A will be useless, that they would not take them to the election petition tribunal to verify what is recorded on the electronically transmitted results on the portal? That's not possible. So it means the Form EC8A remains relevant for all elections. So if we have done what we did now, in 2023, we said they should transmit it, and then we had glitches. But today we said, okay, because the Supreme Court allowed INEC's discretion to use the manual collation. There was, misgivings around the country. Now, the National Assembly, in its wisdom, has now decided that, okay, rather than allow the courts decide this for us, why don't we make this alternative? Electronic transfer, and where that is impossible, then manual. But if the opposition that is canvassing for electronic transfer and nothing else still see a relevance in Form EC8A in the event of an election petition, then I don't think the National Assembly has done anything wrong. In any case, the deed is done. Let everybody go and start working hard towards the election.
Right.
That's the best we can do.
Yeah, and Barrister, the INEC chairman did say that they don't have a problem with that electronic transmission, that the issue here is real time, that there are cases where the result may not be able to be transmitted real time. He also mentioned some areas in the FCT Council. Yes.
I also listened to him.
Yes.
And I was impressed with his submission. He's saying the same thing the agitators of electronically transmitted results are saying. So why the fuss? For as long as Form EC8A continues to be relevant, even in the event of an election petition, for the elections, then I don't think there is anything wrong in what they have provided. And in any case, Amukwitong has assured us the only thing that is missing here, and that probably is why the legislature did not include it, is real time.
Yeah.
So if you post it, they will receive it.
Yeah.
Let's not make a mountain out of a molehill.
Meanwhile, another issue actually came up as well at that town hall. The APC chairman was asked a question about, possibility of a one-party state. While the APC is, it's the rank of the APC is swelling, leaving opposition parties like the PDP, Labour Party, and others very much depleted. And he said, look, it's a fair game because those who are leaving and jumping ship have discovered that those political parties are already dead. They are dying, and they are looking for ways to actually mobilize and organize themselves ahead of the election. He says, every politician has a choice to make between, staying in a sinking ship or joining a party that seems organized and ready for the election.
That argument would have been plausible if there was not a Wike in the picture. Wike is the albatross of APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because it was reported in the news that he said he would make it impossible for PDP to perform and that he was going to work for Bola Ahmed Tinubu and, of course, the APC. You heard what he said when he went to Rivers State. All the structures or supposed structures that he claims to have, he says he will use it for APC. We also saw it in the area council elections in Abuja. He said he would only support candidates that are for APC. So you can see that the APC, particularly Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is using Wike to destroy PDP. It is quite evident. Nobody can lie about that. The issue about the party not functioning and people are now crossing to the ship that is sailing, it will not sell for those who are reading, the political turf, with discernment. So I don't agree with that argument. I was asking a friend of mine the question when he said Wike and his group are planning for congresses and what have you. Congresses to do what now? He says he's going to assist APC to win 2027. So what Congress or Congresses are they organizing?
Okay.
Nigerians are looking at them.
Barrister, please hold our thoughts. We need to go on this commercial break. When we get back, we'll be taking reactions of our listeners this morning via Facebook and the phone lines. Do stay with us.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
This Ramadan, emotions ignite. Can rival sisters overcome pride? Will a defiant daughter find forgiveness? Can a bride's faith save her husband? A businessman rediscovers family. An influencer chooses between friends and fame. A single mom discovers even strength needs support. 6 stories, 30 days. Faith, family, friendship, food, forgiveness. Tales of Ramadan Season 2. Catch every dramatic moment on TV and digital. This Ramadan, Maggie turns up the heat.
Me and Maggie, so good together.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Yes.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids Milo 3-in-1, milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo. Jẹ́ nínú ẹ̀bùn owó tó lé ní 80 million naira àtàwọn ẹ̀bùn míì tó jojú ní gbèsè nínú ìdíje Golden Hunt promo yìí.
Kò yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ìkéde yìí mọ́ rárá. Pàápàá tó tún ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ̀bùn owó tó jẹ́ 80 million naira àti ẹ̀bùn mìíràn tí wọ́n tún mẹ́nu bà.
Kí ló dé tó fi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀?
Nítorí pé ìyá mi nìkan ti tó láti wá díẹ̀ tó tún lọ́rọ̀ owó tó jẹ́ 80 million naira nínú.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí ìṣàwárí náà bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ẹ ṣáà ti ra yálà òdiwọ̀n 30 gram àti 45 gram Golden Mon Golden Hunt tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́. Ẹ yẹnu rẹ̀ wò fún nọ́mbà àrà ọ̀tọ̀ kan kí ẹ sì tẹ *8011*1# kẹ́lẹ̀ ní àǹfààní àti jẹ̀bù ńlá. Promo parí ní April 15, 2026. Golden Mon, jẹ́ kí gbogbo ọjọ́ ó dàbí wúrà.
This Ramadan, Kivo Non-Dairy Creamer joins families across Nigeria in prayer, reflection, and unity. From iftar to Soho, enrich every cup of tea, coffee, custard, or pap with Kivo creamy goodness.
At sunset, as loved ones gather for iftar, make every moment richer, smoother, and tastier with Kivo Non-Dairy Creamer.
Kivo Non-Dairy Creamer. Make this Ramadan a good time moment. This Ramadan, emotions ignite. Can rival sisters overcome pride? Will a defiant daughter find forgiveness? Can a bride's faith save her husband? A businessman rediscovers family. An influencer chooses between friends and fame. A single mom discovers even strength needs support. 6 stories, 30 days. Faith, family, friendship, food, forgiveness. Tales of Ramadan Season 2. Catch every dramatic moment on TV and digital. This Ramadan, Maggie turns up the heat.
Me and Maggie, so good together.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM 94.9, the antidote to depression.
Welcome back, Papers Review on 32 FM 94. Yes, Barrister. Yeah.
Yeah, just before we go to our listener.
Yeah.
I wanted to add this. I'm sure you saw a video trending where the president, Bola Tinubu, was addressing a meet. And he thanked YUSUF for winning the area council elections in Abuja for the APC. He went further to say when Wike came to see him, he told him, if you want to keep your ministerial job, then you must win the area council elections for us. Otherwise, you will lose your ministerial seat. So you can see, it tells a great deal about the integrity of that individual called YUSUF. For his belly, he is sacrificing the party, the political platform that brought him to limelight. And that is very, very sad.
Right. Okay, you can be a part of the conversation now. 0705 500949. That's 0705 500949. 009 700949. 0809 700949. 0906 200949. Facebook 32FM 949 Fenye. Join us and hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. My name is Ade from UI.
Morning,
Very
sir.
briefly.
Yes, sir.
On this issue of Wike matter, he's not just doing it, he's using judiciary, court. And I want to ask your analyst, that individual that is being used, is this how a big country like this will be looking at him? Nothing to do to him? There is no way to punish him? I think I want the answer for that one.
All right. 0906 200949, 0705 500949, 009 700949. Let's take this. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Calling from Apata.
Go ahead.
You see, regarding the Yeson Wike, it is laughable when he said he wanted to conduct a PDP National Convention. When he said he will hold the party down for President Bola Tinubu to continue beyond 2027. And he also said PDP must not, the largest party in the West Africa, must not field a presidential candidate. And he said he wanted to conduct a PDP National Convention. For what? It's laughable. And this man is deeply rooted because he is having the backings of the judiciary. That is the fact. And the presidency itself. So that is why, you see, in the situation, if it is how the other party hold their party down, APC will not be in picture today. That's my submission. Good morning.
All right, good morning. 0705 500949, 0809 700949, 0906 200949. Facebook 32FM 949. Yeah, Barrister.
My brother Ade that called.
Yes, he asked the question that what can we do to Wike?
I am going to ask him another question. Ade, kilomeka now. What can we do? Look at bandits and terrorists entering our houses and killing us. And government is celebrating their birthdays, their whatever. The only thing they give us is condolence messages. A country that is this captured, police is no longer our own friend. They have chosen to be friends of our rulers. The same with the soldiers and the civil defense. The only friends that we have.
Let's take this call.
They don't give them
Hello,
God.
good morning. Good morning, sir.
Hello.
Good morning. We can hear you.
Good morning.
Yeah. Hello, good morning. Oh. All right. Barrister, speaking of bandits, I mean, there is a statement from the defense headquarters. They are clarifying that the reason behind the escalation in cases of attacks and killings by terrorists in some parts of the country in recent time is because they are going under intense pressure being mounted them by troops through aggressive operation. He says these people are just responding to the intense bombardment they are facing. That's why they're also trying to escalate the attacks and killings to make it look like they are not being decimated.
When you hear stories like that, take it with caution. I also listened to that gentle officer when he was reeling out all of the stuff, and he was saying that they were attacking soft targets.
Yes.
It's a military barrack, a soft target. Military formation. They are attacking military formations and killing soldiers and taking their guns and other weapons. Is that soft target? Until we solve the problem. Look, let me tell you what is happening. The problem of terrorism, banditry, and kidnapping has its roots in shaking, sir.
Go ahead, please.
The amnesty granted in South and the security contracts that are going to the Tompolos of this world. Some people are seeing it as inequality. Too much money is going into one place. After 13% derivation, they are still paying that much money. That is why Gumi is asking them to put the interest of bandits inside the budget.
But is it a fair argument though? Is it a fair argument though? Because there are those who want to compare the agitation of the two sides. You know, we understand how the Niger Delta agitation started because of the effective oil exploration on their region and all of that. Because even before the militancy, we had the likes of Ken Saro-Wiwa who had been advocating for a more environmentally friendly operation in that region. But in this case of the bandits, there are those who would argue that, I mean, it's not fair to place both side by side. Yes.
Nigeria is all about what you can get. And when one side is getting more than others, they will devise a means to get, their fair share too. The only solution that we have proffered, unless we go to that, which is, look, divest the central government of all of these unnecessary powers and allow it to go to states. Whatever resources is within your region, let your states manage it. That's the only solution. If we don't go to that solution, then this wahala of agitations for more and more money and not one region cheating another will continue. That's the truth of the matter. So let them do the needful. Decentralize the central government. Give all the powers to the states. All resources within your region should be under your management. Right. If they don't do that, I can't turn around any man.
Right, 0705 5949, 0809 7949. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Kenny.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Professor. This is Jenga Mari calling from Apata.
Go ahead.
Yeah, one of the way I think we can really deal away with this issue of bandits is that when Nigeria has a kind of missile, look at what's happening in Iran, between Iran, Israel, and US now. Those guys depend on missiles. If Nigeria if you had a missile, it should take off two things for us to combat the menace of this banditry. If you have a missile, then you have a kind of internal, you try and trace where they are. They just lost a missile among those bandits, then they'll be all wiped out. But if you are using this conventional war, asking our soldiers to go and meet them at their hideouts, there will be collateral damage, there will be loss of life on the part of our military. So I think, and somebody was telling me yesterday, we are discussing about the Israel-Iran war, and he said African countries who does not have what it takes to stop a missile should not interfere into what is happening in that region. That's to tell you that missile is the way out. If they can add their own missile, then they can launch it among those bandits. Then they will wipe off totally. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Thank you. All right, 0705 5949, 0809 7949. Yes. Yes, Barrister.
Make I ask my brother. You think those terrorists and bandits and kidnappers are stupid? Kidnapping our children, Will you fire a missile where your children are being kept?
Yeah. I understand. I mean, it's one of the arguments that we've heard as well from, I think, the Chief of Defense Staff, who talked about how these individuals use, victims that they kidnap as human shields. Some of them deliberately also live amongst people within the various communities as well. So using missile attack or airstrike could also lead to collateral damage. We could also, raise questions about human rights abuse, like the likes of Amnesty International, for instance. They're always on the neck of military operations across the world, especially here in Nigeria as well. But let's take some messages on Facebook this morning. Don't forget, we are live on Facebook, 32FM 949. Drop your comment, like, and share the video. You can also call 0906 200949, 0809 7949, 0705 5949. So on Facebook, this one says, that's from Okedun Obatun. It says, to save the country, let each geopolitical zone become a country. It is not a must to be together. It says, all these deadly weapons displayed by the US and the Middle East are for what? To kill humans? It is unfortunate. Anyone is free to cross from one political party to the other. If you are holding a post in the name of a political party, once you cross, you must resign that appointment. That is fairness, okay? Of what importance is the protest in the northern part of the country concerning the crisis in the Middle East? It is better to face the crisis of banditry and make life better for the citizens. The northern leaders should preach truth to their brothers. Sulaiman Sharif says 100% is not tenable anywhere in the world, but we know what maximum effort to the right thing is. We also know when dubious plans are made to block credible and fair elections, but INEC chairman uses another way of telling Nigerians that there must surely be a glitch, and we know who the glitch always favors. We can't get it right until a total reform is done in the Nigerian constitution and a thorough electoral reform. Tolulokwadeyemi says the news surrounding the arrest of those carrying guns and bullets in Oyo State is a good one because it shows that the state government and the security operatives are being proactive and on top of their game, which to me should be commended. Thank you for your comment. Okay, so Barrister, let's go back to the issue of the 2027 election because there's another burning issue here, which is the ceiling that was placed on presidential campaign funds by the Independent Electoral Commission. A presidential campaign, 10 billion naira. And there are those who are raising concern about this, that this is huge and shows the level to which our elections have been monetized in this country. That, this also raises question about equity, transparency, and inclusivity in political, participation. For campaign limits now, presidential campaign used to be 5 billion in 2022. Now it has been raised to 10 billion. Governorship from 1 billion has been taken to 3 billion. So, it means that you have to be a billionaire in this country to aspire for some key political offices, because right now even the State House of Assembly, depending on the state, goes for hundreds of millions as well for you to run the campaign, get the form, ensure you get the tickets in your party. Barrister.
And there is inflation now. Even though they say it is coming down, but it will not affect election funds. Maybe this is what the Enugu governor was anticipating when he said opposition people will pay 150 million to
hold campaign events. Yeah. Because, if you look at it really, there are those who say, well, elections are expensive everywhere. You need to spend money. But there's also the side of, undue influence by those, because, how many people can afford this amount of money? So that also raises question about the issue of godfatherism and interference.
Those who cannot afford the money.
Yes.
Let them take solace in Fela's song, Look and Laugh. Because what we have now is monetocracy. So if you know they for the camp, just leave them. It's just for a while.
Yeah.
Something will give at the end of the day. Money should not be the determinant of our leaders. And that's why we don't have leaders. We have rulers. Because they are all money bags. And many of them questionable sources for their money. When criminals are ruling a country, justice goes to the moon. And that's what we're experiencing. But I tell you, Nigeria will be great. And all of these people will be consigned to the dustbin of history. Money should not be the determinant of our rulers, of choosing our rulers.
Right. For those running for the Senate, they can spend up to 500 million. House of Rep candidates up to 250 million. State of Assembly about 100 million. While the nation limit jumps from 50 million to 500 million as well. So quickly away from that, Barrister, today the president will be convening a meeting of the police council to formally consider the appointment of Tunji Disu as the substantive IGP. Two highly placed officials in the presidency, according to the Punch, confirmed on Saturday that this will be happening around 12 noon or 1 p.m. today. They say the meeting is in compliance with the provision of Police Act 2020, which requires Police Council to consider the appointment before the president transmits the nominee's name to the Senate for confirmation. All eyes are on Tunji Disu. People are talking about his record while in Lagos with the IRS. That's the Rapid Response Squad. squad. He takes over from 𝐒𝐈𝐄𝐿, whose tenure was overshadowed by a lot of controversy, protests by especially Omoyele Sowore regarding the extension of his tenure after his supposed de-retirement from the police force. A lot of expectation for Tunji Disu, especially with the perception of the people about the Nigeria police force presently. Barrister.
Those who are expecting anything from Tunji Disu will be disappointed. Sadly so. There is nothing he is going to do. A fine officer, no doubt. When 𝐒𝐈𝐄 came, expectations were high. But you see how he is going. If not for the assizes, Nigerians Mama Solo Koni, they will be stoning him after his stint in office. Not the extension they gave him, from his constitutional term. Nigerians will be stoning him. But the truth of the matter is a tree cannot make a forest. All right?
Yeah.
The system is corrupt. Corrupt. If you know when you say corrupt, the system is very corrupt. And Tunji Disu alone cannot do it.
But don't we talk about
welcoming him to the table?
Yeah, don't we talk about how good leadership can make a difference? Leadership by example, we talk about all these things. How leadership by example can trickle down. Let me take this. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
This is Tolu from you.
All right, go ahead. Yes.
The statement accredited to INEC, where is a good one because we all know that there is no way they can have 100%. Yes. But they should just please do everything within their power to conduct a free, fair election. Yes, so that we Nigerians can trust them again. And making people's vote count, we also reduce political and voters' apathy in the country. So that's my take. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so Barrister, I was saying earlier that, we all talk about how good leadership by example, can trickle down, make a difference, no matter how bad the rot is in a system. So don't you think this is the case here? Because, people have talked about this being a fine police officer, regardless of the rot within the system. So you're still going to have, individuals like this who could, do something to reform this, Barrister. Because I know you've always harped on, yes, you've always harped on leadership. Yes.
Somebody who, before he sneezes, he has to go and get permission from Mr. President. Before he does anything, he has to go and get permission from Mr. President. His head is under the armpit of Mr. President. And don't forget, they say he was Tinubu was governor, that is being compensated. What do you think such a man will do?
Let's take this.
Now that he is IGP.
All right. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Barrister.
Yeah.
John Ladewaji speaking from Madu.
Go ahead.
The statement credited to INEC chairman, Professor Amukwitu, that we do not expect 100% elections result from him. My question is this: is Nigeria expecting 100% election results from any INEC umpire? Has anyone ever given Nigeria even 60%? There was a time that one of the INEC officers also came out and said that glitches will continue, will always continue. All these statements from their angles is not a good one. What they were telling Nigeria is that, look, expect rigging in coming election in 2027. To me, that's how I can interpret it. Because it is your job, it is your own to do your job perfectly and neatly. Let Nigeria see that you have done your best. And we should credit it, even if you give us 55%. Let it be free, credible, and fair to everyone.
Right. Thank you. Hello.
Good morning, Dr.
Good morning.
I'm greeting our public affairs analyst, our activist, agitator, human rights lawyer, Mr. Okay, I see this. Mr. Kenny Juruti, by Fire Mogulola, as a matter of fact, I is the Kolula Femi Koli.
I have to commend the barrister in that platform. You see, we are under ruling. We are not under good leadership. When we are talking of leadership, I'm talking selfless leaders. Those who are dedicated, benevolent. But we are under ruling system because the way the government it is not suitable to we country citizens. In a situation whereby they are using country citizens to implement constitution. So a constitution supposed to be implemented for country citizens. You see where we are contradicting. Right,
thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, that's it on Papers Review this morning. Thank you, Barrister Emi for doing this with us. Thank you, dear listeners, as well, for calling and dropping your messages on our social media platform. Don't forget that Papers Review airs every weekday, that's Mondays through Friday, 6:30 to 7:30, and on Saturdays, 6 to 7 a.m. Don't forget to stay tuned to your station, to your laughter station. Just a few minutes' time, as Auntie Sumba will be here on a Smart Kids Show. My name is OLORUNTOBA. YUSUF. Enjoy the rest of your Monday morning. Bye for now.